Every year, thousands of accounting graduates enter the workforce believing their skills are safe. In 2024, four of the world's largest accounting firms quietly announced staff reductions of up to 30%. Not because of a recession, not because of budget cuts, because artificial intelligence can now complete in 5 minutes what once took a junior accountant 71. Reconciliation, invoice processing, tax preparation. The firms are not hiring fewer people because they need fewer workers. They are hiring fewer people because they need fewer humans. This video will show you exactly what artificial intelligence can and cannot replace, and what that means for your career. Let's start with what a junior accountant actually does, not what the job description says, what the job actually is. Monday morning, you open 47 emails, 12 of them are vendor invoices, 3 are duplicates. 2 have wrong amounts. 1 is in a currency your system doesn't recognize. You spend the first 2 hours of your day just sorting through paper, digital paper, but still paper. Then comes bank reconciliation. You pull the bank statement. You pull the general ledger. You start matching transactions line by line. If you're fast, you finish in 90 minutes. If you find a discrepancy, you start over. This is the reality of entry-level accounting. Not strategy, not analysis. Data entry, matching, filing, chasing. And this is precisely where artificial intelligence is most dangerous and most useful. We tested 4 AI tools against a real junior accountant workflow. Same tasks, same data, different operators. Task 1, invoice processing. The junior accountant reviewed 50 invoices. Extracted vendor names, amounts, due dates, and categories. Time, 68 minutes. The AI tool, with a simple prompt and a PDF upload, did the same job in 4 minutes. Accuracy, 94%. Task 2, bank reconciliation. The junior accountant matched 200 transactions between a bank statement and a general ledger. Time, 71 minutes. Errors found, 3. The AI matched the same 200 transactions in 6 minutes. Errors found, 5, including 2 the accountant missed. Task 3, expense categorization. 312 expense line items. The junior accountant, 55 minutes. The AI, 3 minutes. Task 4, generating a variance report. This is where things changed. The junior accountant, who understood the business context, produced a report that explained why the numbers were different, not just that they were different. The AI produced accurate numbers, but no story. This distinction matters more than anything else in this video. AI is extraordinary at processing. It is weak at judgment. Here is where it fails. When a client calls and says the invoice amount looks wrong, and it does look wrong, but actually the contract was amended 6 months ago, and only 3 people in the company know that, the AI will flag it as an error. AI is extraordinary at processing. It is weak at judgment. Here is where it fails. The experienced accountant will remember the amendment. When the numbers in 2 departments don't match and the reason isn't in the data, it's in a conversation that happened in a hallway, the AI will keep reconciling. The accountant will pick up the phone. When a client's financial situation changes and the tax strategy needs to shift before the quarter closes, the AI will wait for updated inputs. The accountant will send an email at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. Context. Relationships, judgment, urgency. These are not things you can prompt. These are things you build over years. And this is the uncomfortable truth about the AI conversation in accounting. The work being replaced is the work that teaches you. Junior accounting roles exist for a reason that has nothing to do with invoices. They exist because someone has to learn before they can lead. The 71-minute bank reconciliation isn't just a task, it's training. Every discrepancy you find by hand teaches you something about how money moves. Every invoice you process manually gives you pattern recognition that no model can give you. The threat isn't that AI will take your job today. The threat is that your job will disappear before you've had time to develop the judgment that makes you irreplaceable. This is the real conversation we need to have. Not can AI do this, but what happens to the people who were supposed to learn by doing it? There are two kinds of accountants in 2025. The first kind sees AI as a threat. They spend their energy hoping their firm doesn't adopt it too fast. They avoid the tools. They protect their process. And they will be right for exactly as long as their firm lets them be. The second kind sees AI as leverage. They use it to do in 1 hour what used to take a week. They take on more clients. They move up faster. They spend their time on the work that only humans can do, advising, interpreting, deciding. And here is the number that matters. A junior accountant who uses AI effectively produces the output of 2 to 3 junior accountants. That is not a threat to your career. That is your career. The firms that are cutting staff are cutting the people who do the processing. They are desperately looking for people who can use AI to do the processing and then do something intelligent with the result. So what do you actually do with this information? 3 things. First, learn the tools, not theoretically. Practically, take your actual workflows and automate them. Document what works and what doesn't. This becomes your competitive advantage. Second, move up the value chain. If AI can do the data entry, your job is now the layer above the data entry. Interpretation, client communication, strategy. Start doing that work now, even if it's not your job title. Third, become the person who explains AI to people who don't understand it. In every firm, in every team, there is someone who bridges the technical and the human. That person has job security. That person gets promoted. Be that person. Artificial intelligence will not replace accountants. It will replace accountants who use artificial intelligence the same way they used spreadsheets in 1995, reluctantly, slowly, and only when forced. Every week we rebuild real office workflows with artificial intelligence. This is what we do here. If that's useful to you, subscribe. The next video covers the exact tools we use to cut that 71-minute reconciliation to 6. We'll see you there.